In this time-lapse I'll show you how I've made this little Santa holiday animation. This is the Synty Santa from the Synty Shops pack, and it's been quite a process to bring him to life. It all starts in Blender, where I'm having a look where this little guy is. Looks a little mangled, but hey, with a couple of clicks we can get rid of the mangledness. I'm putting him in the A pose so that I can match him up to the Genesis 8 male base figure in a moment in a magic utility called the Russian 3D scanner. This thing's seriously magic because it can wrap one geometry with a different topology around another. So these are nodes that I'm setting up. I'm bringing in Santa first of all, and then the Genesis male base figure, and the program's going to attempt to wrap one around the other, hence its title, R3DS Wrap. There's a few other nodes that are necessary to make the geometry compatible, otherwise it throws up some error messages, so that's just trial and error and wonderful tips from Mr. Brian, aka Zero Kelvin. Here they are, the two meshes, and I need to set some reference points so that the program understands what the feet are and where the toes need to go and all that. After the first attempt, we have something that's almost okay. I think the feet are a little wonky, so I'm going to rectify some of the points here, just on the toes, wrap again, and we're good. That's perfect. Let me go and export this little guy out into Daz Studio now, where I'm first loading the Genesis 8 male base figure, and then my Santa figure. And I'm trying to figure out where the materials are. Turns out, actually, I've made a little mistake here, and I've left all the characters in the same place. So we don't only have Santa, we have basically everybody, which is why he looks a little mangled. But hey, let's go and sort this out. So all I need to do is, everyone has their own material zone, so I just need to make the people invisible that aren't Santa, and then we have Santa. He is posable, so thanks to the transfer utility I've been able to bring over the Genesis 8 rigging, and now I'll bring in a morph that is the original Santa that restores him to his former glory. There we go, fully posable. Alright, very cool. I'm looking through my vast library of poses to find that perfect holiday presentation pose, and of course I can't find it, so that means I'm gonna have to go and install a pose set that I think might work, which is the CDI Comedian pose set. There we go, that's him wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Perfect. Little tweak on his nose, but don't know whose mustache that was across his eyes, but hey, that needs to go, certainly. I'm also checking his hands because he doesn't really have 5 fingers like the poses that were meant to go on Genesis 8. And now I'm having a look at lights. I'm finally settling on one that came with the Toon Generation set by 3D Universe, and I think that might work quite nicely. Perfect. Now it's into Clip Studio Paint, where I'm thinking perhaps I can draw in some snow, and I'll try out various brushes to find my perfect snow brush. Clip Studio Paint is one of those programs that you can really get lost in because there's just so much stuff in there, but I think I've found a snow brush that might work. I'll use a plain background as a background. I'll add a bit of a gradient and a focus line that draws the viewer's attention, much like in comic books, on the guy who's doing stuff, which is, Santa. And that is almost all there is to it. There needs to be a little speech bubble, of course, so that we can see Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas in our case. I'm trying out various, kind of part of the creative process, I guess, and then I'm settling on this one that looks a bit like a cloud. Adding my logo in here, and then we have this, and I gotta say that doesn't look bad, but of course it's not an animation, so for still that would be great, but I'd really like for the snow particles to be animated. Thankfully, Julia is working on a game in Core right now, which deals with a wonderful snow level, and I was wondering maybe I can incorporate that somehow. So I'm bringing it all into Premiere Pro, animating the speech bubble, and I'm thinking this would be the ideal background that we can use, as Santa's background for the North Pole. I'm sizing it up, I'm blurring it out a bit so that Santa separates from it. I'm adding a little vignette, and there he is, live from the North Pole, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, wonderful holidays, and I hope I will see you next year for more of these exciting time-lapse episodes and so much more. Until then, take care.